Hi Ventures, this is how you get onto Scouttracker and you keep track of things. First step is to get signed on. So if I'll sign on Matthew's account, so you're going to type in your password and you get logged on. If you forgot your password, you're going to click over here on the right, click sign in, and it will log you in. May ask to save your password. You're cool with that if you want. Now, a couple things on Scouttracker. We have our schedule over here, which is really good to have. If you click on your schedule, you can see everything going on. We have under home, we can go back to the area. You'll notice up here it says Canadian Path Program. You guys made a vote and you've decided that you're going to do My Path Old Program. So what you're going to want to do before the next day is actually go to the old program. Anything that's noted down here in this corner, these are things you've already done. So for camps, you can see Matthew's done 12 nights, hikes, and so on. You won't have access to other people's accounts, but I can go back and forth through your accounts. So everyone will probably have different numbers here depending on what you've done. When you click on My Path Old Program, it will show you what you still have left to work on. You'll notice in Matthew's case, he's bookmarked some things. So be able to describe and identify 15 species of trees and their bark, leaves and fruit, etc. So one like this, if that's one that you want to work on, you can actually go to that and you can create that bookmark, okay? So in order to bookmark one, you want to click on it and you can go up here to the right and bookmark it. If you have a particular activity that you've done, so for example, let's say Matthew had done working in small groups or as a company, complete any two of the following: plan, organize, and participate in overnight hiking, canoeing, cycling, camping, expedition to explore and map a trail stream. Afterwards, present your learnings to the company. We've done the overnight stuff a lot of times, but what we've never done is the actual mapping. So he couldn't count this one. So plan and organize, participate in an overnight camping expedition to a place chosen by your company. Use either lightweight equipment or a minimum of equipment and rations. Evaluate what you've learned after returning. So in the case of doing the Juan de Fuca Trail, you could argue that Matthew has done that one, and also build and furnish an igloo or a winter shelter to live in for 24 hours. So he hasn't really done that one. So what we could do is mark this one as ready to demonstrate. Okay, but he has to complete two of these. So what we could do is add a note to this particular one and could say Juan de Fuca Trail in March 2016, and that could actually be a note to count for part B. Now what Matthew's going to have to do is make sure that that is actually okay in order to count for that one. So you'll want to write down notes for what these are so that you can keep track of it. Anything in here that you've actually done. Star the things that you actually want to work on. You can go back and you can look at the different things that you need to do towards getting your actual final requirements done. There are things like the vocation award and all kinds of things. If I move this up a little bit, you can see down here it says show more. So with the show more, we can click on that and it will show the other things that Matthew has to do. So there's quite a few things that actually need to be done in order for him to count this award. If we click on this link over here, the Ventura link, it will show that Matthew's 55% done this requirement and 56% done the other. We can now go on and we can see this one here under service. He has a check mark and an exclamation mark. If we click on that one, we can see it's complete but not awarded. What I would like everyone to do as much as they can is I'd like you to check off the ones that you've actually done so that I can go and get badges for you so that they're ready to award in case you want to put them on your uniform over the summer. So the vocational award, is there something in here you've done? So it's simply a matter of going through and trying to find out those things that you've done prior to our meeting on the 28th. my advice to you is once you're done your done school, you may want to say, hey, is there something in here that you would actually like to start working on right now? Some of these big ones, like work on personal interest project for a period lasting not less than 12 months, you're actually going to have to start to think about what you're going to do and start to work on that pretty soon if you're going to get your Queen's Venture Award. If you started right now, you'd be done in June. So you got a little ways to go in order to get some of those ones if you want. Being a member of the executive, are you a member of the executive? And if you are, go in and have a look and check those off. Have you done leadership and training? For example, have you done focus or fast? Mark those off and select them as ready to demonstrate. And as you go through those, that will make life go a lot easier. In order to get the Venture Award, you have to complete all of these. And then to go on to the Queen's Venture Award, you also need to finish these different things too. So for example, in leadership, you need to be able to hold the Venture Award. You need to demonstrate equivalent skills or knowledge if you don't have the Venture Award. So once you earn that Venture Award, then you can click this one off. So acting as a leader or scouter in training at no less than 8 meetings or activities where there is no colony, pack, or troop, you may substitute a boys club. So you actually need to go to 8 meetings for cubs and or beavers or a troop. Now, what we need to talk about on this weekend is we need to decide, do those camps count? So when you guys have actually done the camps and you've worked at those camps, do they count? And if they do, we need to write in notes which camps you went on. It would be really helpful if you did that in advance. So if you could jot those camps down, then we can actually decide if that counts. I think if, for example, when you guys were doing looking after the beavers and cubs at Gyro Park, is that going to count where you've actually been like a scouter in training and you've had the responsibility of looking after those youth? So those are the things we need to work on. Hopefully that'll get you started. And if you have that done by the 28th, we can get through everything pretty quick. Definitely if you have places that you got badges done, if you could show those, because when I go to my account, I can see anywhere that someone's checked off a badge. And Scout Shop is only open until this Thursday. So the sooner you can get it done, the better. It might be open next week. I can't remember. But we'll try to get those done. Thanks, guys.